Shalom, shalom, it's Brother Kadash. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and honors to all the brothers in this truth. This woman is freaking out, but they been warned. At some point in time, they'd have seen the prophets or been on the internet or came across them on the highways and byways and been warned of the judgment of the Lord that's coming to the earth. And people are being caught off guard. People are being caught out there because they didn't take it serious. You know, they did not take it serious. Check this out.
That's what we came back to. Yeah. Y'all, our whole apartment is fucking flooded, y'all. It's water coming from the motherfucking ceiling because somebody fucking pipes burst upstairs. Y'all, look at the motherfucking water. Look at the motherfucking water. Our whole fucking apartment. Y'all, our whole fucking apartment. Our whole apartment. Look at the... Y'all, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe it. I can't believe this shit. I can't. Y'all, look. Bitch, it's motherfucking puddles of water, y'all. It's puddles of water. Y'all, I can't fucking believe it. Y'all, everything, our whole... I can't believe this. I can't believe this shit. I can't believe this shit, dog. We in freezing fucking temperature. We ain't got no fucking water. It's no heat. It's nothing. And now we ain't got shit. Everything that we brought here, we don't have nothing, y'all. Nothing. Now, what if we didn't have nowhere to go and we would have been just here? We would have been flooded in this bitch.
Let me see.
Nothing.
And you see, she kind of bugging out. You know, she said that she couldn't believe it. You better believe it. And it's only going to get worse and worse. We really ain't seen nothing yet. It's going to get worse and worse. So who said that we wasn't going to have a Jacob's trouble? She a part of Israel. She Jake. And she in trouble right now. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we been trying to tell y'all, man. We've been trying to warn y'all that there is going to be a Jacob's trouble. Look. This is proof. This is proof right now that there's a Jacob trouble. She kind of bugging out because they didn't expect this stuff to happen. That's why they was caught off guard like that. But we've been trying to warn them to get ready because that judgment is about to come. This is a personal belief. I personally believe that what's happening in Texas right now is just a drill. It's just a drill, and it's just a test for what they about to really do over the whole mystery Babylon the Great, America. They finna do rolling blackouts around the whole country. That's my personal belief. And it's going to be ugly. And you're going to have to go to these shelters, to these strongholds, to these places that they got set up. And guess what you're going to have to take in order to get in there and get help? The mark of the beast, the microimplant chip, and possibly the jab. Or they possibly could be 2 in 1. So that's my personal belief. But people been warned. Here, I'll get it real quick. We've been pulling this verse, man, for a lot actually during these times. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Yeah, the elect of Jacob. But a lot of Jakes, they gonna bug out like the woman did. You know, for it should come to pass in that day, say the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off his neck and will burst thy bonds, and the strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. And that's why we have to go through this Jacob's trouble so we can get to that point. Here it is in Daniel 12. Verse 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth up for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people should be delivered. Every one shall be found written in the book. So the ones that should be delivered is the ones that's found in the book. Verse 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, some to shame and everlasting contempt. Either you're going to wake up to the truth or you're going to be destroyed. But you're going to get woke up regardless when the Lord reveals it and that day come. And it's going to be a time like never before. Why? Because we're so weak now. We're so reliant on a first world country, this modern day system. We so reliable on it that when these things start to break down, you ain't got power, you ain't got water, your pipes busting, rolling blackouts. When these things start to just break down, defunding the police, there's no more calling 911 to have them help. When these things start to break down, man, people are gonna be dropping like flies. But people been warned, you know. People been warned. This is Zephaniah chapter 2. Gather yourself together. Yeah, gather together, O nation, not desire, the Israelites, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as a chef, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you. So it keeps talking about this day. Before the day of the Lord anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord. We've been telling y'all to seek the Lord. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness, and it may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. So we've been telling y'all to seek the Lord so you could be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, so you could be exempt from that judgment. Now, am I saying that she's not righteous? I don't know. Am I saying that she wasn't following the law? I don't know. This ain't really about her. It's just showing you that people are out there bugging out. But if she was, 9 times out of 10, she wouldn't be bugging out like that, because she would know what's going on. She would know that this has to happen, and this is judgment that's coming. And it has to happen, you know. But you're supposed to seek the Lord, so therefore, in the time of your calamity, in the time of your struggle, the Lord could be there for you. But y'all didn't want to seek the Lord, so now y'all have to go through it. Zechariah chapter 7. I'll be pulling this one. I like this one. Verse 11. But they refused to hearken. They pulled away their shoulders and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Not saying this woman personally, but there's women out there that's in the same situation, bugging out like that, that's seen the prophets on the street, and you know, they kind of just walk by you, kind of you know, probably said a remark to you, or you a lame, or what are y'all doing out here? Go get a job. Stuff like that, you know, scoffing at us. Ain't trying to hear, no, I ain't trying to hear that. No, I ain't really trying to, no, I gotta go somewhere. They pulled away their shoulders, they stopped their ears, that they didn't want to hear the word. Don't read that book around, you know, stuff like that. It says, yeah, they made their hearts as adamant stone, least they should hear the law. They didn't want to hear the law. And the words which the Lord of hosts has sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Right, because the former prophets is back today. It says, therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. So that great wrath is coming from the Lord of hosts. We keep hearing about this great day and this great wrath from the Lord. Therefore it came to pass that as he cried and they would not hear, right, because he was crying through his prophets, but y'all didn't want to hear it. So they cried and I would not hear, say the Lord of hosts. So we see in that real time, she's crying. You see what I'm saying? Literally. It's up to the Lord if he want to hear it or not. But like the Lord said, look, if you was one of those that scoffed against him and you ain't want to hear when he was calling out for you, then guess what? He ain't going to hear when you start calling out. These are great times that we living in. Luke chapter 13, verse 24. Strive to enter in at the straight gate, for many I say unto you will seek to enter and should not be able. Why? This is why. 25. When once the master of the house is risen up and has shut the door, so when he shut that door, man, you're going to be bugging out like her. And ye begin to stand without and to knock at the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. Pretty much you saying, Lord, Lord, save me too. Save me from this destruction. You kind of bugging out crying. You don't know why this is happening. And he should answer and say unto you, I know you not whence ye are. Why? Because you ain't know him. Oh, man. That's beautiful. You see? So it comes back around. This is beautiful times that we living in. The Lord is working, man. Sometimes you be feeling like ain't much happening. But a lot is happening, man. A lot is happening. You starting to see it. It's only going to get worse from here. He said, then shall ye begin to say, we have eaten and drunken in thy presence, and thou hast taught in our streets. But he shall say, I tell you, I know you not, whence ye are. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity. He going even forward. He said, there should be weeping and gnashing of teeth when ye should see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom. How are they going to be in the kingdom? They're going to be reincarnated. They already died. So they're going to be reincarnated. Reincarnation is in the Bible. And yourselves thrust out. Why? Because the kingdom of heaven is actually going to be on earth. It tells you that in Revelation 21. So how are they going to be in the kingdom of heaven that's going to be on earth? They're going to be reincarnated. Regeneration, reincarnated. Man, I could go to here. I could go back to Matthew 25. You know what? Here, let me get straight to the point so I don't make this too long. Actually, I might get it here. Let me see. This is Revelation chapter 2, right? Here, let me find where I want. On Revelations 2, verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So I just put up a video where a woman was like, they was requiring people, ask people if you had the jab in order to get into the shelters to get help, the warning centers in Texas. That's temptation. It's going to be the same way. Mark of the beast. It's like, look, if you want help, take this mark of the beast. That's temptation. But if you done kept this word, you know, you've been having faith, keeping the law, statutes, commandments, well, the Lord going to keep you from that hour of temptation, which should come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And this is what I was telling. I had buddies and stuff that was into that Bitcoin stuff, the cryptocurrency. And I was telling them I can't really get in that because I'm against it. But the thing is they so deep into it. They they thinking about it day and night, kind of, putting it on social media. They kind of sponsoring it, putting money into it, putting worth into it. So when the time come of temptation, they gonna be even more tempted because they've already been in it. So when they switch and say, look, you gotta take the mortgage, you gotta take the chip in order to access it, but they got all this money tied up into it and all this time that they tied up into it. What do you think is gonna happen? It's going to make it even more tempting for them to say, man, let me go ahead and take the chip, or let me go ahead and take the jab. If the jab has the nano chips in it, we don't know. But it's going to make it more tempting for them to do it. That's why the Lord said, love not the world or the things that's in it. Because when the hour of temptation comes, you're going to be more tempted. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to fall. You're going to fail. Because it's going to be such hard temptation. So you were supposed to be getting yourself prepared. But as you see, this woman, they wasn't prepared. So when Esau pulls up with a solution to make everything go back to normal for them, that's going to be temptation. They might go along with that solution. Not saying they will. I said they may. But that's why you're supposed to be preparing yourself so you won't be caught off guard. I'm going to leave it there and say salvation to the elect. Shalom.